Hey y'all, we're gonna do some more Sister Wives reactions. I'm reacting to Senior Perspective on Sister Wives. She's on YouTube. Check her out. She's a fun lady. Anyway, she talks about the new house that Kody and Robyn bought and how it's toxic. They're saying around town that it's a toxic home. And so she does some research that I don't want to do, and we're gonna listen to her talk about it.
Death. They get the piece of property that apparently Christine said she heard angels sing when she saw it. Like all of them are full of it. Now he's called again.
The whole process has been such an intense experience.
Wink.
There has been so many amazing experiences.
Wink.
Experience. Called to a house that's going to be covered in dust 24/7.
That's how toxic.
Enjoy cleaning that. Enjoy breathing in all that dust from the cinder mine behind you. Which, by the way, let's just go over that for a second.
Please do.
So Kody and Robyn's house is about a quarter of a mile from a cinder mine. A cinder mine is an old volcano that they dig down and they get these cinders for, I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't even remember all the details of it, but there's a lot of big, heavy machinery, a lot of noise, not quite as peaceful as what they had back near the Coyote Pass Prairie Poop area. So, doing a general AI overview, it says living near a cinder mine poses significant health and environmental risks, primarily due to air and water contamination from mining activities and potential ground instability. The specific risks can vary depending on the mine's operations and regulations and local government, but overall general caution is advised. And apparently, I read online that this particular mine has a lot of problems.
Damn.
Thus, the reason the house that they moved into has been sold and sold and sold and sold something like 5 times in the last 15 years or something along that line. People just keep moving out. I guess I could.
See? Got their karma, being greedy. So this was the same house that they hurry up and bought, put it into a trust, I think under their LLC, so that the sister wives, in particular Christine, could not touch it. And because they made such a rush decision to try to hide money, in my opinion, this is why they ended up in a toxic environment. They didn't do their research, and they're going to be breathing in this shit for however many years. And mind you, Robyn was the one during COVID was like so freaked out and was acting like a hypochondriac about the breathing, and said that her son Solomon had RSV when he was like a baby, and so he's compromised and she's compromised, and then you move into this toxic place where it's going to cause health problems. Like breathing in that stuff over time can cause things probably like COPD, congestive heart failure. Like they're going to all have a lot of health issues because of the air that they're breathing in knowingly. Now, a lot of us probably do live in areas where we don't know that it's this toxic, but the fact of the matter is they knew that they I hope they knew that they were near a cinder mine. And I can't believe they bought this, but I can because they did it so rushed and trying to run away from things as they're doing. This is the whole point of Kody wanting to move along with Robyn, is to run away and get some distance from the family even more, even though they don't speak to anybody from the family now. And they cut McKelty off and Tony, the two biggest butt kisses, but I digress. But this house, it gets sold every 5 years. And so they overpaid for it because the house originally was sold for 1.1 and they bought it for double. So they're going to have to sell it for double to double in order for them to make a profit. So they're not going to be in this house very long. And I think he knew that buying this because, the money's going to dry up. The show is going to go. They're trying to stir up storylines, throwing shit at the wall and see if it sticks. But this show is going to end. Like all the shows end after 20 seasons. They might be lucky if they get a 21, but people are getting angry because Kody and Robyn aren't being held accountable. They're not being made to talk about the things that they did to ruin this family. And because they're trying to create these storylines with Aurora, that was the most disturbing storyline of all time. Bringing in Aurora. Poor Aurora. I understand, Aurora, you got to do whatever you got to do to stay in the house rent free and appease Kody And Robyn, you gotta make your money some way. But girl, just get you listen. You got a degree. You're 22. You got a degree. Get a job. Move out with your boyfriend Brody. Run. Poor Brody had to listen to Kody's word salad talking about you need to protect my daughter even from yourself. Just saying weird stuff. And the weirdest comment that Kody made, the most cringiest thing that he said was, "Until you are married, you're kissing another man's wife." And it's always been rumored that Kody was considering taking either a Brianna or Aurora as one of his wives. And him saying that, I feel like he had a Freudian slip where thoughts, his real thoughts came out of his mouth, and too late is recorded. And I think that he was trying to run off Brody by freaking him out with this conversation. And I think Brody's going to end up dumping Aurora because she is very immature for a 22-year-old woman. It was like watching a 14-year-old tell their mom, "Hey, I got a new boyfriend. I want you to meet." Mind you, they had already met him. Aurora and this boy have been dating for like a year, and they probably are even in thinking of getting married. That could be the best thing, a blessing in disguise for her, is if she gets married to Brody and Brody takes her off to the farm that they said he has. And then Brody is so cheesy. He came in the whole giddy up. Well, it is Halloween. He wore the cowboy hat, the boots, the Levi jeans, you name it. He had it all on for the cameras, and they were putting together this Timu tree that Robyn them bought. And oops, I didn't realize it was the wrong size. Honey, it was 4 feet tall. That's how you know Robyn don't read. This is why they ended up in this toxic house. Because Robyn don't read, Kody don't read. They just saw this big, gaudy looking house. Mind you, the inside is dated. They don't have any money. Their house broke, so they can't. It, when without I'm not without a crystal ball. I was gonna say her the wrong person. Senior perspective, when she reviewed the house and they brought the cameras in, there were repairs that needed to be done. It was mismatched trimming that was replaced, that needed to be repainted over, that wasn't. There was patches on the wall that needed to be painted over so that you didn't see it. The house is a train wreck, and they rushed to get into this house because they wanted more space for their children. You don't have any children. Well, you have the two about to be a teenage. Well, I think the one in Solomon is a teenager. I think he's 13. That Kody was brushing his hair. It's weird what's going on between Kody and Robyn is that they're trying to create this family of tenders who are no longer tenders. These kids are older. Very should be very self-sufficient and independent. You have three adults in the house. And then Dayton, he's not being involved in this. So they're just pulling at straws to create storylines. You got Kody pretending like Solomon is like a 6-year-old when Solomon's like 13 years old. And then Areola, she has to be like 11. They are treating these kids like they are super young babies. And it's getting so weird and cringy. Anyway, tell me what you think about this season. Do you think that they should just end the show? It's just getting worse and worse. Kody and Robyn cannot carry the show. Christine and David can't carry the show. And Janelle and her farm cannot carry the show. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you leave 5-star rating. You have a good night.